All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this particular matchup right here between Eclypsia.Sarens. He is in the light blue trunks, and he is playing Terran to the west, versus his opponent. It is the one and only Dignitas Killer, who has now taken 2 games from the Eclypsia team, doing rather well for himself. He is in the orange, and he is playing Zerg to the east.
Yep, now we're on ESV Sanshorn Myths, not a map that will work quite as well with the Ultralisk style that we saw last game. It's a little bit dark right now. It's a little bit hard to see, but yeah, exactly. The chokes are much more narrow. This is a pretty good map for Broodlords, but overall, ZVTs on this map, we seem to see a lot more of early aggression from Zerg. We seem to see a lot more of Zerg wanting to end that game early, because if you look at the way the bases go, you've got the natural here, of course, and then the third kind of puts you in a direction that goes towards your Terran opponent, which is not really a position a lot of Zergs want to be in.
Not ideal, if I'm totally honest,
Yeah.
for any Zerg player, except the most welcoming kind. And unfortunately,
Exactly.
the welcoming kind are generally the ones that lose. So you've got to just be a little bit antisocial if you happen to be a Zerg player. You want to have your third base be as far away from any other living, breathing human as possible.
You want to bottle up your units just like you bottle up your anger, and then just let it all out at once and overwhelm everyone.
Release it once, go
That's
postal,
right.
go on some kind of rampage. Please don't do that.
Zergs are quite dysfunctional as a race overall when it comes to communicational skills.
You can hardly blame them, really, if you look at that. Oh, hello, Sarens. Well, he looks like he wants to end together. Proxy, yep, that's one proxy barracks and one not proxy barracks. That is an intriguing little maneuver right there. But we'll see how well that works. But yeah, you're right. Zerg are just generally antisocial until they get to Ultralisk tech, at which point they just want to hug.
That's right, they just want to hug everybody. They're like the guy with the sign that says free hugs, but he doesn't wait for you to come to him. He just ambushes you as you're coming out of the subway.
Yeah,
it's a bit awkward.
It's a beautiful bit of assault and battery going on right there. It's wonderful to see.
More or less. So this proxy barracks, this is going to be something where the Terran player is not going to be terribly committed to this. You know, they're going to try to get a bunker up here, but the nice advantage that you get from going for something like this is that you don't really sacrifice the wall, right, at all. He's still going to be safe in that regard, but after this is all said and done, he's going to have a great tool to scout his opponent as well until, you know, anything that hits air comes out, which, unless you're going to chase it around with queens, which is unlikely, is going to be a long time. So Sarens, with this barracks, potentially has a lot of scouting ability that he wouldn't otherwise have, although some Terrans do prefer to fly it right back to their bases, but we'll have to see what Sarens decides to do.
I'm intrigued, honestly. I have not seen this done on this map, so let's see how effective it can be. It seems like it could be, certainly. Pulled off a couple of SCVs already, so he does want to get the bunker down without question. Didn't just pull one. He actually has 3 in total since he kept that one alive. So he's going to start with the bunker here and make things a little bit awkward. That ends up being unscouted. If you lose the Overlord, that could actually be really unpleasant, but it looks like he has an escape path. Although focus fire coming down, a supply block at this point could be absolutely disastrous here. Can he keep that bunker alive? Looks like he can for the moment. Saves the Overlord, but all the drones pulled off the line to get that surround. Can he get it? Can he get it? Yes, he can
beautiful.
Get it.
Nice surround by Killer. He's going to clean up those Marines, no problem. And this push, the bunker getting very close to getting done. One Marine in there could still be annoying. He kills the Marine! And wow, there are only SCVs in there. One Marine trying to get there, but he stops it. Wow, that was beautiful.
That was fantastic defense there by Killer. Really, really good anti-cheese mechanics, which of course, very important thing to learn when you happen to be on a team with Show and Select, who I've heard when in team practice they can be sneaky bastards. They really can.
You know, Show, either he doesn't scout or he just shows up suddenly with a bunch of Marines. It's kind of one of the two things, and you have to be ready for both of those, right? So Killer's got some good practice in that regard.
Yep, now going to go for the counterattack, and what this is going to give him the ability to do, most likely, is to at least deny mining on that natural for ages. So the natural gets delayed as a result of the proxy racks. The other racks can't get back. There's clearly no wall off, so fun time, right?
Yeah, well, we've got 3 Marines here, but will it be enough to handle those Zerglings? Nice micro from Sarens here, picking off quite a few, but the Marines getting a little bit lower. 1 Marine left. And, well, aside from that one, that's not helping out. But
yeah, you get in there, you lazy git. Well, it looks like this defense is going to be okay for the moment, and Killer would love to do more damage, and he may be able to. He takes out 2 more Marines and a couple more links get in there. So that's dedication for you, man. I like a player that is willing to carry on regardless of what's going on, and he reaps the reward. He delays that base. He takes out a couple of SCVs and links. Might even get a supply depot here.
Well, a lot of Terrans sometimes get a little bit greedy trying to build that command center on the low ground. You can see what happens a lot of times when you do. It's dangerous. It's a risk.
I'm kind of surprised
he's getting a supply depot.
That takes balls, man. Proxy racks and then a command center on lower ground, expecting your opponent not to attack you back. Yep, that takes a lot of bravery, and unfortunately, it's not working out so well for Sarens at the moment.
Man, 16 Zerglings on the way as well for KilleR, so he's not going to give this up. He knows his opponent is kind of weak right now, and he's going to soften up these Marines a little bit. Oh, causing a cancel on the, well, not a cancel, but a pause, delay, if you will, on the building. But yeah, he's got a lot more Lings on the way. Speed is finishing right now. Things are not looking good. This bunker is never going to be up in time.
No, this could actually end him right here. We've got Sarens going for a double expand because he knows he's behind at this stage. But he needs to hold that natural. If he doesn't, what's he going to hold it with? I mean, really, he doesn't have any units. And here comes the overrun right now. It's just going to go right for the main. Sarens, that is not the time to build that. That is not the time to build that. He's got no units as a direct result of that. That's going to get ripped apart, and KilleR could just win with Lings now. I'm kind of surprised he's building drones behind this, but I think he doesn't really believe his luck.
I'm a little bit surprised that he's not just going after this command center here in this bunker. I mean, there's absolutely no reason not to. He does take out the reactor. He actually gets in. I can't believe it. Sarens is in huge trouble now. Man.
Yeah, that's pretty grim. He keeps that Hellion alive. Really nice maneuver with the Hellion just to get it behind the wall of SCVs, but a huge amount of economic damage being inflicted right here by KilleR.
14 SCVs left, 13. The number continues to go down. Another Hellion comes out, but it's just not going to be terribly helpful, even with the Mule. That is a huge hit to the income. He's never going to be able to get the second base up and running at this rate. At least the advantage for him, for Sarens anyway, if you can even call it as such, is that he's going to have 3 command centers to produce SCVs with. But that's going to be less Hellions. It's going to be less Marines. It's going to give KilleR plenty of time to pretty much do whatever he wants at this point in this game.
Yeah, and what he wants to do is go lair, go speed roach. Yeah. And you can hardly blame him. Your opponent has no tech lab. Your opponent has got nothing but Hellions. Why would you not go roach at this stage?
Yeah, honestly. I mean, it's such a small map, too. You can get across it very, very quickly. It's a good map for roaches. Needs to handle these Hellions, of course. Sarens trying to micro a little bit, but the Hellions are already so low. Oh, no, the Hellions... One goes down, and the next one getting a little bit lower as well.
Get him. Get him. Slash his tires.
Oh.
Do it like we do in Newcastle. There we go. Fantastic. Sorted out. Ooh, well, things are looking somewhat grim for our Frenchman, unfortunately, at this stage.
Kidding.
And, wow, Macro Hatch coming down for KilleR. He's really going to go for this one. Roach Baneling all in at this stage. I wouldn't even say it's even all in. He's got such an economic advantage. He can do whatever the hell he wants. The scan comes down. It does spot the Roach one and the Baneling nest, which is wonderful, but can Sarens actually prepare for it? Yeah,
I mean, all of that really is going to result from that scan is now Sarens is going to have to do what KilleR wants him to do even more. You know, he's going to be like, oh, Baneling's on the way. I guess I maybe get siege tanks, build a big wall. So really everything that's happening right now is KilleR being able to control the pace of the game. It's going to go so well for him. He's getting that Spire as well. I like that decision. I mean, you can really, really do well with roaches on this map, but why not Mutas too? Anything really is a great alternative for KilleR at the moment just because of Marine count. Everything anti-air, everything anti-ground, everything in general is just going to be so low for Sarens.
Yeah, well, I mean, he can't keep up with the macro side of things because he lost so many SCVs. So what you can do is you can go down a lot of different tech paths and then you can try and pull your opponent apart because if you've got such a low SCV count, all you can really do is dedicate to one thing. And at the moment, we've got Hellions coming out. Lots and lots of Hellions. Wants to try and equalize that economic advantage this opponent's got. Now going to go in there, but Lings are already prepared in order to try and defend against that. Let's see how good Sarens' control is. Not too shabby at all. Only losing a single Hellion, but I'm worried about what happens if the Mutas come out.
Yeah, not really doing any damage with those Hellions as well. And like you said, Mutas already got Overlord speed as well. He's going to be able to see everything. Let's take a look at the vision for KilleR right now on the map. Look at that. You can see basically everything.
That's nice.
Not a lot of difference if I hit the V key or not really at this point.
Not really.
Wow.
Well, it's okay because Sarens has the Zelnaga Tower and the Space Shark. He should be okay.
It's true.
I don't know. If all you've got is Hellions and you're going up against Mutas, well, there's only one way that really goes.
Yeah, Baneling's on the way, Mutas as well. Hellions, will they be able to do enough damage? They are not. Blue Flame as well, as far as I know.
No, they're not.
Here we go, and yeah, GG from Sarens. That is going to be about it, and Dignitas, again, takes another win. Well played by them.
3 in a row right now for KilleR. Things looking really nice for him.
Yeah, no kidding.